Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is for you, welcome back to another Division 2 video. My name is Prime and today we're gonna talk about the top tips how to survive the descent. The new roguelite game mode was introduced with year 5 because I see a lot of people liking the game mode, but a lot of people are struggling as well. So today I'm gonna give you some top tips to make sure that you survive the descent and of course defeat your Nemesis. So without further ado, let's dive right in. And these tips are in no particular order, and if you have some of your own, share them in the comments below. First tip is weapon choices, as everybody tends to lean towards the familiar with the SMGs, LMGs and the beloved AR. It can be a good alternative to go, for example, for a rifle. I know not many people use them and you might not love the idea, but it packs a punch. And to slide right into the next tip, this is ammo consumption. Ammo is not unlimited and is not easy to obtain, as the only times that you can restock is at the buy stations or at the end of every level loop when you advance to the next level. Buy stations are in the middle of the 5-stage loop and therefore you need to watch your ammo consumption. And now that rifle idea sounds better and better, doesn't it? That ammo consumption is definitely something that you need to keep an eye on. With that in mind, use your pistol from time to time as well. Don't get me wrong, don't try to John Wick the room, but when, for example, you are on floor 2 or 5 and you notice your ammo is getting low, shoot some easy targets with your pistol. Every bullet counts. You need to manage your equipment and ammo a lot better in this roguelite mode. Same goes for our next tip, and that is placement. You can't run around like you own the place, especially when you are new to this mode. Slow and steady wins the race. Take your time, perform cover to cover movement and stay in cover when picking off your targets. Mind the red highlighted doors and position yourself before they open. We do not have that much health at the start and it only takes a few bullets, so mind your placement. Next to the weapon choices, the skill choices that you can make are very useful as well. And again, same as for the weapons, step out of your comfort zone. Don't use the poles when you're fighting in small rooms. It doesn't benefit you that much as the enemies show up on your minimap, aka radar anyways. Instead, go for the sticky bomb or any of its variations. You can even go for the firefly, what helps you apply a status effect or even blow up their weak spots. Make your choices very carefully with the weapons and then of course, like we're talking about now, with the skills. Then we have our choices in different rooms. We have easy, normal, hard. These difficulties speak for themselves, but each room impacts your run in different ways. You can, for example, choose the color of the talents that you would like to unlock. You beat the chosen room, then you can choose yellow for skills, red for DPS and blue for armor, but also it shows you a percentage of heat gauge. The lower the difficulty, the higher the heat gauge will be. Whenever your Nemesis counter in the top left corner is at 100%, he will spawn. So the more easy rooms you do, the quicker the Nemesis spawns and the less time you have to prepare yourself for this fight. The more rooms you do, the more talents you can stack or unlock and the more prepared you'll be for that last Nemesis fight. The flip side on this is the Nemesis fight itself. The longer you are in the simulation, the more rooms you do, the more talents you stack or unlock will influence your Nemesis fight, as this is your Nemesis. The name already says it, but every bit of power, armor and skills that you have, he will have as well. He is an exact copy of your character and is of course a little bit more skilled, so he will be more tanky and more powerful than you are. So it's not a complete copy of your character, but it will have all the same talents, all the same damage output and will still be skilled up because it's an NPC. The few tips I can give you for this fight are mostly things we talked about, like placement, and or skill use, if he of course doesn't jam you. But most importantly is special ammo. Yes, we can buy special ammo at the shops even before the Nemesis fight itself, and make sure to stock up on special ammo before you fight, and this will give you a good advantage on him and a bigger chance to take him out. Then the last tip I have for you today is have a look at the NSA Station. This is, in my opinion, the SHD Watch Lite. It does a bunch of permanent upgrades just like your watch to your Descent character. And only this character, so not your normal character, but only the character that you choose to go into with the Descent. It's not boosting up your character over the full game, but only in this game mode. Every time that you step into the Descent, these boosts will be active. And these upgrades can be very useful and will give you that extra advantage. For example, my first choice would be to go for a random talent. This will give you a random talent every time you start one of the Descent runs. The points for this can be earned by defeating the HVTs. Those are the high value targets that you will encounter in every boss area. Take them out and you will get a bunch of points that you can spend at the NSA store. So make sure to check the NSA store from time to time and see if you can give yourself a nice starting advantage. And these were pretty much my top tips for the new game mode, The Descent. Hope this will steer you in the right direction. And of course, these are all my thoughts, and I would love to hear yours. So like I mentioned at the start, if you have any other tips that you think will help out the community or things that I forgot, post them in the comments down below. But like I said, that's pretty much it for me today. Thank you very much for sticking until the end. If you're still here, you are a freaking legend. Make sure to hit that like button if this video helped you out in any way or form. And if you're new here and love the Division 2 and or the Division universe, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I will come with a lot more content in the future. But that's it for me today. I will leave you here. See you next time. PurePrime out.